What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
I'll never forget the day I stepped into the so-called Side Crown Serenity. It was like walking into a beautiful nightmare. The lobby and pool areas, I must admit, were decent. But that's where the magic ended. As I explored the hotel, I realized that many staff members didn't understand English. Can you believe it? I mean, how can you cater to international guests if you can't communicate with them? It's like trying to serve a 7-course meal without utensils. My husband, bless his heart, sprained his ankle during our stay, and the staff's lack of care and liability was appalling. They didn't even bother to apologize or offer any assistance. It was as if they were saying, "Oh, you got hurt? That's not our problem." I mean, what kind of hotel operates like that? The food choices were another disaster. They were always the same, and I mean always. It was like they had a few dishes on rotation, and that's it. The taste, the texture, the temperature, everything was off. I swear, I've had better meals at a school cafeteria. And don't even get me started on the breakfast buffet. It was like they just threw some bread and unflavored fish on a table and called it a day. I mean, who does that? But wait, it gets better. The entertainment was practically non-existent. There was nothing to do, no activities, no events, zilch. It was like they expected us to just sit in our rooms and stare at the walls all day. And if you wanted to use their Wi-Fi, you had to pay for it. I mean, in this day and age, how can you not offer free Wi-Fi? It's like they're living in the dark ages. And then, there was the room itself. Oh boy, the room. It was like a time capsule from the 80s. The bed was hard as a rock, the shower was broken, and the water was leaking all over the place. I mean, how can you call yourself a 5-star hotel if you can't even provide a decent shower? It's like they're trying to torture their guests. But what really took the cake was the staff's attitude. They were so rude, so unhelpful, so completely uninterested in our well-being. It was like they were doing us a favor by letting us stay there. I mean, who do they think they are? The Queen of England? I asked for an extra pillow, and you know what they said? No. Just no. No explanation, no apology, no nothing. I mean, is it too much to ask for a little comfort during your stay? Apparently, it is. And don't even get me started on the music. It was like they were trying to drown us with loud, thumping beats all day and all night. I mean, can't they see that people want to relax on their vacation? It's like they're trying to drive us crazy. I'm not even going to get into the laundry service. Let's just say it was a nightmare. Expensive, slow, and completely unreliable. I mean, who trusts a hotel to do their laundry? It's like asking a toddler to do brain surgery. As I reflect on my stay at the Side Crown Serenity, I'm filled with sadness and disappointment. It's like they're trying to scam people, to take their money and give them nothing in return. I mean, how can a hotel be so callous, so uncaring, so completely detached from their guests' needs? It's like they're saying, "Hey, we don't care about you. We just want your money." And that, my friends, is the worst kind of betrayal. So, like, I was looking into crimes near Side Crown Serenity, you know, where all the tourists go, and I found some really sketchy stuff. Like, businesses near Side Crown Serenity are like, super tricky, you know? They'll do anything to get your money. So, there's this one story about a souvenir shop, like, right near the beach, and they're selling these authentic Turkish carpets or whatever, but really, they're just cheap imitations. And, like, tourists are buying them thinking they're getting a good deal, but really, they're just getting ripped off. I mean, can you imagine? You're on vacation, you're trying to relax, and then you find out you've been scammed. It's like, so stressful, you know? I predict that the tourists who got scammed were, like, super upset, you know? They probably felt so stupid for falling for it, and they probably didn't even want to tell anyone about it. And the shop owners, they're just laughing all the way to the bank, you know? Like, they're making money off of people's trust, and that's just wrong. And then there's this other thing, like, with these street vendors near Side Crown Serenity, and they're selling genuine designer knockoffs, but really, they're just cheap fakes. And, like, tourists are buying them thinking they're getting a good deal, but really, they're just supporting counterfeiters. I mean, can you believe it? It's like, so illegal, you know? I predict that the tourists who got ripped off were, like, really disappointed, you know? They probably thought they were getting a good deal, but really, they were just wasting their money. And the vendors, they're just making a living off of scams, you know? Like, they're taking advantage of people's ignorance, and that's just wrong. And, like, businesses near Side Crown Serenity are like, so good at hiding their scams, you know? They'll do anything to make a quick buck, even if it means ripping off tourists. I mean, it's like, so sad, you know? Tourists come to Side Crown Serenity to have a good time, and then they get taken advantage of. It's like, so unfair, you know? I predict that tourists who come to Side Crown Serenity need to be, like, super careful, you know? They need to do their research, and they need to be aware of their surroundings, and they need to not trust anyone who's trying to sell them something too good to be true. Because, like, scams are everywhere, and they're not going away anytime soon. The businesses surrounding Side Crown Serenity. They're a peculiar case. A landscape painted with the promise of Turkish delight, but often delivering something less. It's not that everything is bad, precisely. It's more a pervasive sense of disappointment. A feeling that someone, somewhere, is quietly laughing at your holiday budget. Let's delve into what awaits beyond the hotel doors, a traveler needs to be aware of. Let's start with the commercial heart of the area, NovaMall. It's apparent that businesses here operate under a different set of customer service principles than what many of us are used to. It's not merely rudeness, it's a particular brand of dismissiveness. A kind of aggressive indifference that feels personal. The reports of staff at United Colors of Benetton actively insulting customers over a promotion? Throwing t-shirts? It feels less like a retail experience and more like a poorly acted performance art piece. It's as if they've decided customer satisfaction is optional, a quaint notion for simpler times. And then there's the McDonald's, where staff apparently indulge in whispering commentary about patrons, presumably assuming they're incomprehensible. It's unnerving. It creates a sense of being watched, judged. The mall itself isn't without other issues. It seems a general principle applies: if something can be broken, it will be. The children's play area is described as falling apart, elevators are frequently out of service, and games remain unfixed. A recurring theme emerges: a distinct lack of investment, a feeling that the place is simply allowed to decay. There's even a tale of the owner responding to complaints with a blatant denial of reality, accompanied by demands for photographic proof. It's deeply frustrating, a visible disregard for the experience of families. The complaints about a lack of bins and overpriced exchanges just add to the impression of a place designed to extract as much money as possible with minimal effort. Even the toilets are reported as unpleasant. I feel a tightening in my chest just thinking about it, the lack of basic hygiene. Moving on, let's consider the Land of Legends theme park. The advertising is lavish, the imagery captivating. But the reality, according to those who ventured inside, is a masterclass in overpromise and underdelivery. Long queues, seemingly endless waits for rides, and a pervasive feeling of being squeezed for every last lira. A sense of being stuck in a well-designed, incredibly expensive trap. The fast-track system, meant to alleviate the queues, is described as a cynical scam, prioritizing those who've already paid extra, while leaving everyone else to languish. It's a feeling of being punished for not spending more money. It feels deeply unfair, the way they exploit desperation. There are reports of rides being closed without explanation, staff being unhelpful, and an overall sense of chaos. It's not a theme park, it's an exercise in frustration and financial depletion. And it's not just the rides, but also a blatant disregard for safety. The reported stories of people being allowed to send children in trunks, in between groceries? That is not something you expect. It's disturbing. I feel a coldness settle in. Then there's QBeach Restaurant and Lounge, a place that initially appears promising with its beachfront location. But the facade quickly crumbles. The food is consistently described as underwhelming, often bordering on inedible. Sand in the curry, overcooked fish, pizza that resembles cardboard. It's a catalog of culinary misadventures. And the pricing? Exorbitant. Apparently, they target tourists with a ruthless efficiency, knowing they're less likely to return and complain. Then, the accusations of deceptive billing practices, the owner allegedly attempting to charge inflated prices and even threatening customers who questioned the bill. The story of the owner confronting a reviewer, demanding an explanation for a negative review, threatening behavior. It's unsettling, to say the least. It's a predatory atmosphere, designed to exploit the unwary. The reports of the owner's aggressive and dismissive responses to complaints online are equally alarming. It's a pattern of behavior that suggests a fundamental disrespect for customers. I feel a heavy weight in my stomach, a sense of injustice. The level of deception is upsetting. Even the seemingly simple act of obtaining a sunbed appears fraught with potential conflict. The reports about aggressive payment demands and threats is disturbing. Finally, let's look at Side Crown Serenity Hotel itself. While not uniformly negative, the reports paint a picture of a hotel struggling to live up to its 5-star billing. A recurring complaint is the language barrier.